Yeah. Don't aim that thing at me. Oh, are we using our powers of deduction well? Are we good scientists here as we look at this animal? Look at this, guys. Look at this marginals here. These are awesome, man. It's the dealer's choice, baker's dozen. The tension mounts, the anticipation of what Al's gonna walk through that doorway. This was gnarly. Oh, let's bring this guy out and talk about him, huh? Woo! This is awesome, guys. What a beast. We are hanging out here, my friend Al Roach's, in southern New Jersey. And this is one of the biggest snake necks I've ever seen. And I was excited to get back here to see this guy. This guy's not been missing many meals. Let's get him out here. I almost went swimming now in that waterland tub. But this is a really big Sebin Rock Ellis, right?
Yep.
Sebin Rock?
Yep.
That is basically the adult of the babies that I have at home. And like I said, we're here at Al Roach's place, his turtle emporium, if you will. This place is a lot of fun. We were here last year, and I was blown away, man. You have some really cool enclosures and you keep a lot of different species. Since that time last year, he's visited my house twice, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was fun, man. I mean, we became buddies because it was like-minded. Oh, and Chris is here too, by the way. There's Chris. Anyway, when did you first get this guy?
I think I got it when it was about 7 inches.
No way. So you've had this animal a long time.
I've had it a while, yeah.
I mean, look at how big they get.
And it's ever since I've had it, it has this little it's almost like a cyst.
Oh, interesting.
Or just a lump there, abscess, lump on the side of its neck.
Wow, that's incredible.
Hasn't phased the turtle one bit. It hasn't, held it back. It's grown very fast. It's very heavy. You can see fat. It's very fat. It doesn't stop eating. Like it hogs all the food.
Oh my God, this thing is just
I almost got it
incredible.
separated, I think.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to retire him down to my house, dude, I'll take him.
Is that typical size for them?
Yeah. They get big. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never seen.
Isn't that incredible? I never knew they got this big, and then I saw some in Australia.
Oh, you did?
That they have similar species in Australia. They have like longicalis and a few other type of snake necks. These are animals you mostly find. They're definitely found in what do they call it? Austral-Asian turtles. So they're Indonesian and Australia, and basically south of the equator. You don't find a lot of these guys. You don't find many snake necks north of the equator at all, to be honest. So they're an interesting species, but. This is really, really cool. Incredibly long neck here, man.
Yeah, we pulled it out.
Yeah, let's see. Let's just manhandle his neck here. Don't know if he's gonna bite, but
yeah, she has been in the water. She
That's
will
a female?
Bit. Yeah.
Wow. Look at her.
Are males smaller?
Good question. I think they might be.
Yes. Yes,
That
I
is
have,
really
I have
cool
a couple
turtle.
males. No, they're smaller. They're probably about 2/3 the length that.
You can feel, there's definitely a little mass here, but she's been eating. Look at that face. Look at his beefy jaws here. So they use this neck, guys. They basically swim out, and they use that neck to just fire out and grab fish and other aquatic animals to eat. Primarily carnivores.
Yeah.
These guys are really.
I've even heard stories of them like cruising up along the shore and grabbing a bird.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, the helmeted terrapins in Africa do that. They're pretty intense. You've seen them on natural history documentaries, or I have when I was a kid.
Apparently, Aldabra tortoises do it too. Did you see
They kill
that video?
birds.
Yeah.
They kill
That's
birds.
crazy.
You know what? What's funny is that so many people think turtles are helpless, but they're not. And especially tortoises. Finding out tortoises are eating more animal matter than you give them credit for. I've had, baby tortoises that have just died in the enclosure, and then the other babies come over and eat them. So protein, even if you are a vegetarian, protein is something that shouldn't be wasted in nature, so these animals will eat it. But more interestingly is my buddy Sam Pascucci has noticed that he watched tortoises collapse their bodies on top of birds and then back up and eat the bird.
Yep.
Wow.
Just kill it or wound it and then just
Just eat
You
it.
saw Mickey, our Aldabra. She tried to do that to a radiating tortoise.
No
before.
way. Yeah, that's right. She's just walking right over it. But this is a really cool species. So we're gonna I think in this video, let's grab another cool species and pull it out.
Okay.
And see what we got.
All right, we got. How about a flat-shelled turtle?
I'd love one.
All right, Noticelli's platinota.
Do you want to bring this
I'll
one
grab
back
one.
in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Noticelli's platinota.
Noticelli's
How have I
platinota.
never seen that turtle before?
Isn't that awesome? Don't get bit now.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I hear you.
Thank you to all our loyal Patreon members out there who have helped to create an amazing reptile community online with us. This week's shout out goes to Marcus Klomt.
I love it. It's, Al Roach's garage of mysteries here. Chelonian mysteries. Wow, she's going to pop on out of that there garage, which is funny. It's supposed to be a garage, but it is not. It is a turtle, as I said, emporium. There is a lot going on in there. We did a tour video last year, and it was a lot of fun to be here. This was a guy that I had been told about by my friend Maurice Rodriguez and Chris, and when I finally got to meet him, I was blown away. If you want, just pan out. You can kind of get a view of all these amazing enclosures, each one filled with turtles in the most naturalistic settings you can imagine. Similar to what we see at Garden State Turtle and Tortoise, similar to my home. But what's neat is you get to see different kind of what people deal with in their neck of the woods. So,
What happened?
Don't aim that thing at me! Get out of here! You're a jerk!
All over my foot.
The
Whatever.
flat shell. All right, so Noticellis.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. You're gonna have to talk to me about this turtle. I know about them. The flat shell turtle. These guys are an Asian species. What do we know about them?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much prehistoric looking. I mean, and they got these vertebral scutes here. There's, I think, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's more than most turtles.
Yes, the average turtle has 5.
Well, not your average
I don't know of
turtle.
any
They
other
got sharp
species
claws
that
too.
have 6, do you?
These guys
No,
have.
now that you say that, it jogged my memory that they have that. They're very similar, not the scoot thing, but look-wise to leucocephalin.
You want to, yeah.
Yeah,
Solowesi forest turtle.
Yeah. Do you have one of those?
I used to. I don't have
Okay,
any now.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, this is an interesting animal, man. These guys are, aquatic, but these long feet and legs, or these long legs, would indicate that these guys probably crawl around on land often.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so these guys are probably pretty good climbers, man.
Reminds me of almost like a North American wood turtle a little bit.
Yeah, similar, definitely, for sure. These guys in the wild, they carnivores?
Yes. They'll eat everything though. They'll eat fruits. They'll eat greens.
So they're omnivores?
Yes.
Okay, this is cool, man. And now, what about...
Weird face.
Yeah, it is those claws are just sharp, dude. You need to trim them nails, girl.
Yeah.
Boy. Actually, girl? Boy?
Girl,
I think it's a girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at her face. Very, very cool. And not one that you see commonly in the trade. They came in years ago. A lot of them were imports, and then they came in, and a few keepers who like rare stuff picked them up. But they're good.
They've started to come in a little bit in the last few years.
Okay.
But you can see like the face is very yellowish, a little bit like the Solowesi forest turtle.
Gotcha. So they would then have a similar behavior.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome, man. That's
Do the
a cool
males
turtle.
get the white heads too?
Yeah. I've had some previously. I had a couple that died in the past, unfortunately. When they came in, they were kind of weak.
Okay.
And I guess they were stressed out, but they had a very, very colorful head, very yellow.
They have really big eyes. Are these guys, I'm guessing here, but are they somewhat nocturnal, or where they live, are they in shade a lot? If they're a forest species, it's probably, a good thing. They just have very large, big, beautiful eyes. Hello there. She's making eyeballs at me. That's amazing.
If they are nocturnal or crepuscular, that's another thing that would be similar to Sulawesi forest turtle. Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right, so we're just guessing here, guys. One of you out there, maybe you can leave a comment below. Are we using our powers of deduction well? Are we good scientists here as we look at this animal and try and figure out its behavior? Very cool. A lot of these animals wind up in Asian food markets.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Asian turtles are more and more difficult to kind of find out there in the trade because they're mostly being fished out for food. That's a cool species, man. What else do you have in your garage of wonders?
I'm sure you've seen a lot of it before, but Hiosemi spinosa. Got some spiny turtles.
You do have some? Let's see a spiny. You have adults?
They're about like this big.
Oh, I'm happy to see them, buddy.
Sure.
Thanks, man. Making them work today.
Yeah.
He's an athlete. Yeah, look at it. Former. He's a coach now. He doesn't do a lot of moving, not a lot of cardio going on. But we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm sure that he can really get you to hit the ball very far. I guess I don't know. I'm just trying to fill time while he.
Keeping is kind of a form of cardio if you think about it, because they're always stressing us out.
Yeah, they're stressing you out, but I mean, that snake neck almost pulled me into a very interesting tub. I didn't want to put my face in that water.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. But here we go, Spinosa. Now, these are Hyosceme spinosa. They're related to my giant Asian pond or Asian wood turtles, Hyoscemes grandis. What's cool about them is they start off, it's like the cogwheel turtle.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, they start off with really incredible.
So that's what brought out a Hamiltoni.
Oh yeah, I love these. This is a great species.
He's a male.
All right, there you go. I have a few of these. That's an
not too
awesome
appealing.
animal. No, that's fine. Actually, it's great. I love these turtles. But look at this, guys.
These are
Spinosa. That is awesome, man. Look at this. Look at this marginals here. Okay, these, if you were to be a predator and you got that whole thing in your mouth, it would not feel good. So, and look, similar to the Hyoscemes grandis, the wood turtle, really cool design on the bottom there. These are awesome, man. Where the heck did you get these?
Well, I don't think anybody, I don't know anybody that really produces them in captivity in the United States, but these were imported.
Okay.
So I believe that these were also rescued from the
food market. Yeah. Holy smokes, man. And these guys, are they going to be similar to a Hyoscemes grandis? Are they going to be they'll soak in smaller puddles and things like that? They behave like a wood turtle, right?
Yeah, and they actually can tolerate some colder temperatures.
Okay.
And they love the water.
That's amazing. So from what I understand, they are found a little higher up in altitude. Mm-hmm. So that's where the cold temperatures come. They like kind of mountainous streams and things like that. So they'll spend quite a lot of time soaking, but they'll also wander about on land. And you can see that carapace looks like the forest floor a bit, that nice brown color. And then not only that, but the marginals, in addition to being spiny, look like leaves.
Yep.
So they'll blend. They blend, man.
What's really interesting about them, though, is I think you were saying before, they have that while they're younger, but once they get to be those big monster adults, they lose that.
Yeah.
And we used to have a male, and I have to check with Anthony on this, but I think he was the record. And I mean, he was huge.
That's amazing.
I mean, in the U.S. at least.
That's so cool.
And he was incredibly cold tolerant. So when the building would cool down, a lot of the other for winter, the other species would just kind of like go semi-dormant, and this guy would be in and out of water, looking for food.
Wow,
But
so
he was
You're talking
monstrous.
about temperatures like 45 to 55.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, at least 50s.
That's really cold. Yeah, that's cool. That's really me. I love it, man.
I know people in Florida that have kept them outside. There's times in the winter where
it does
temperatures
dip.
drop real low.
Yeah.
And at daybreak, they were out moving around, and it was like 38.
That's incredible, man.
These are heavy too.
Yeah, these are nice, well done animals. So we're looking at some Asian species that Al has here today. So many different, pond turtles in Asia. And that's one of the geographic or biodiversity hotspots for turtles. Asia, Southeast Asia, the southeastern United States is another hotspot, and southern Africa for tortoises. Yeah. There's a lot of different tortoise species down there. So this is really amazing to see. I haven't had my hands on one of these in a while, and these look great, dude. So congrats.
Yeah,
good for you. Yeah, they're looking happy.
Hopefully they grow up and reproduce.
Yeah, make babies.
It's not very common.
I would definitely want to get on a list for some of the babies of those, that's for sure.
I know TSA have produced
There's somebody on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of who it is.
Amazing, man.
But it's not common at all.
All right, what do you say you pull out one more species for us there, buddy?
All right, I'll surprise you.
All right, it's the dealer's choice, Baker's dozen.
He's going to come out with a red slider.
Oh, I can't wait. It doesn't matter. We like turtles of all kinds.
Those are found in Asia now anyway.
They
right?
are. They're found in every continent except Antarctica now, and they're originally from just a few of the drainages of the Ohio River. Mm-hmm. And now they are one of the most widespread turtles.
Is that right?
In the
That
world.
was the only place? That was the original?
Yeah, just there.
A fraction of the range that they have now. It's crazy. You can go anywhere. You can go to Jamaica, and there's Jamaican sliders, but that there's regular red ears
sliders
there with them too.
The UK has them. They just are an adaptive, aggressively feeding turtle.
When we were in the UK, they had, everywhere you go was a red-eared slider rescue pond, and the one place we went to, they had thousands of them in this amazing setup.
Okay.
Every single one of them was pulled from the wild in the UK.
Wild.
Crazy.
Holy smokes.
And talk about a place with unfavorable weather.
Yeah, they manage, man. So it's nuts. So as the tension mounts, the anticipation of what Al's gonna walk through that door with. Let's take some guesses.
What are you hoping for?
Let's take a guess. Something weird. How about a Oh gosh, I don't know what that. Don't tell me. How about that turtle?
This is the yellow-headed temple turtle.
Oh, Anadelli.
Yeah.
I had some of these. I barely recognized it. Holy smokes!
It's a young one, yeah.
This is beautiful, man.
I've got 1.2 adults, and then
Awesome.
I have some younger ones that aren't quite there yet.
Man,
No, Jay did. Jay Frewer in Florida.
sick. So here's the scoop for me. Historically, we got a shipment of these turtles. The TSA got them, and they had nowhere to put them. So some of them went to Jacksonville Zoo, and then a good deal came to my house. The animals were never worked up. They were literally just taken from the food market. They were quickly stored at, is it Tandoori Farms, or it's a zoo, right? There's a zoo there.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, so there's a zoo in Hong Kong. They quickly housed them. They did no workups, so there was no triage done on these animals, and then they were sent all the way to the United States. They went to my house. Some went to my house, and we had one of the coldest winters on record. And unfortunately, most of them died.
You would think that they would have burrowed or something.
Yeah, no, it just didn't work out. They are not as hardy as the Hyosemis grandis.
Yeah.
So they are in the same, I believe it's higher Emmys is what these are. Higher Emmys Anadelli, and just really cool. However, the good news is that I got some hatchlings out of them. There were some eggs. I hatched them, and they went right back to the TSA. So that's the good news, is that there are some captives that hopefully they've got to be
I've gotten eggs
fairly
before,
big.
just so I wasn't lucky enough to get them to hatch.
This is really cool. This is the yellow-headed temple turtle. So this, along with Hyosemis grandis, are one of the more common turtles you see in Buddhist ponds. And if he showed him his head, he won't. They have really pretty heads, and then this dark carapace. But look at that underside; it's really, really cool. And they get large. These are big turtles. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 25-pound adults. They can get pretty darn massive. So that's really, really cool, man. I'm digging it. I love it here. This is we're gonna do more videos from Al's place, but I think now is a good place to say goodbye, as we got to see a lot of really cool species here on this video. I know you guys like to nerd out, as do we. So I want to say thanks, man. Thanks, Al, for letting us come here today. Go check him out on Reptastic Adventures on Instagram. He goes all over the country. He knows a lot of really cool people, and he has some fun animal content for you guys if you want to see what Al's doing. So definitely follow him along. And oh, look. It's Chris Leone. Yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can go on over to Garden City Turtles and Tortoises. Garden City is Garden City is in Long Island, where I grew up. Garden State Turtle and Tortoise. Go check them out on YouTube also. I'll see you guys again real soon, where I recalibrate my brain, and I'll have more things to show you in more videos coming up soon. See you later.